Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you're having a beautiful day. I'm currently in Bali with Haifa and I'm so excited. I've been meaning to film this video. I don't know if I told you, I had the idea for this like over 6 months ago, I think, and I've been telling Louis as soon as I'm with Haifa again, we need to film. But basically with this video, what I wanted to do is, it's gonna be in my series that I'm calling We Need to Talk, which is about like just talking about things that are maybe a bit awkward or people just aren't really talking about enough. And with this one specifically, I wanted to talk about what it's like really living as a Muslim woman, because I think there's so many misconceptions and the media tells us so many things that basically if you don't really maybe have a Muslim woman in your life, a friend or something, then what you're being told is kind of the only thing you know. So I thought that bringing someone and like just chatting about it and having just an open conversation would be really interesting for me as well. So
yeah, I'm so happy to be here with you and to be doing this, and it means so much to me to like, you know, talk to people face to face and or camera to face and like tell them how it really goes, because when I like see the movies or the news, I go like, what, who is that, like what are they talking about? I didn't even see these things.
What do you think is the biggest misconception or like thing that people believe about being a Muslim woman that you haven't found as true?
One of the biggest misconceptions is how much they focus on us being oppressed, you know, that number one, the fact that we're wearing this is oppressed. But for example, in my case and a lot of my friends' case, it's completely our decision. Like it was my decision to wear it, and my sister doesn't wear it, for example. My cousins don't wear it. I'm the only one who wears it, but I wear it happily and I really enjoy wearing it. So that's number one. Number two, about this oppression thing, it's mainly also related to men, that our men, you know, oppress us and don't let us do anything. But again, like to me, my heroes are my uncles. My father passed away when I was young, but I got like, I don't know how many uncles, 7 or 8, and they all take care of me and treat me like a princess. And I travel like you, so my first trip, how I got myself to travel is my uncle. He gave me a gift. He's like, listen, open the map and put your finger on a place and I'll fly you to that place.
Wow.
Imagine.
Wow, that's amazing.
That was him, my uncle. And my other uncles are the ones who like paid for me to go to the American University in Dubai, you know. So like when I see that, it's not the truth, you know. And actually a lot of women work and are like bosses and managers. In Dubai, for example, there's a minister of happiness. And she's a lady. And there's the minister of the youth, and she's a lady. We got teachers, we got people doing masters, we got people climbing mountains. We have all of that. That's true.
It was super interesting for me when you were telling me about your sister, because I think it is kind of assumed that if your parents believe in a certain thing and dress a certain way, that they'd force their kids to do that. So it was super interesting that your sister is like a model and, you know, kind of like maybe the opposite idea of what people would assume your sister would look like, you know?
The Middle East has so many countries. It's not just one place. So there are stories of everything everywhere, you know? But it's not like the main thing or every girl is forced. No.
I think that's another thing to note as well, is this is obviously Haifa's experience growing up in Dubai, and obviously every Muslim woman's experience is different, same as every Christian woman and everything. But I think for me, I wanted to show, especially because you're like so colorful and bright, and you are like the opposite of the image that the media tries to push on us, that yes, there are some people that, you know, are dressed the way that the media may portray, but just to show that like there is a range and
huge
and just to like open your mind up to it, and just be open to, like, I've really enjoyed talking about some of this stuff and your faith and like your life back home and stuff, just because I don't know anyone else who lives in Dubai, and so just for me, like one of my favorite things about traveling is talking to different people about the way they live and like what are the differences, what are the similarities, and to like learn from each other versus judging each other, you know?
Exactly,
Another really interesting thing I wanted to talk about is, we kind of mentioned this earlier, basically, so one of the things for me growing up in like Europe and New York and the US is there's a lot of unwanted male attention towards all females, and they talk about it a lot, like being whistled on the street, like all the time, you know, being shouted like certain things, no matter what I'm wearing. Like I could be wearing a turtleneck, like jacket, doesn't matter, you know. It's often that you'll find men that will disrespect you in that way. But when I was in Dubai, I didn't have that at all. And I think it must be part of the culture, the respect that comes.
Yeah, it's both of those things, but you know, there are like naughty boys everywhere. But in Dubai, for example, like there's a hotline that you can call if someone was like, you know, flirting too much and you're not comfortable. You just call it and they come and they like you know, they respect her space.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
And you can tell the security, and the security will do something about it. So it's both of those things, and also it depends on the girl. Like we have like a road where people drive, and some girls are like, yeah, you know, hit on me, so they hit on them. But like when I drive, no one hits on me. Like, but I don't know why. I'm like, why? Why zero? Give me something. But I think I just feel like I put on a serious face and I just like walk, so no one messes with me at all. Like I don't remember when was the last time anyone did anything. And in general, there is a lot of respect for women. Like men do open the doors for me if like my tire of my car doesn't work. I actually wanted to do an experiment and see how long it'll take for someone to stop with me, for me. Like, oh sister, okay, are you okay? And they come and they help you. Like as a girl, you are a princess.
Yeah, if you guys haven't seen my Me Too video, we were talking about this as well. Like I was kind of talking about my experience at university, and I think especially when you're going out dancing, there's for some reason like the level of respect is just gone, and a lot of men are like, oh, if you're here in this setting, it means I can touch you, and like just all these disrespectful things. But I feel like it's a beautiful thing that comes out of your culture. That's just like seen as way more not okay, you know?
Yeah. And there's a thing I think that motivates guys, like a lot of guys, to like kind of behave themselves, is that what you do to other girls will be done to your family and mother and sister. So respect them all the same way you want other males to respect your family when you're not there. Yeah, that's like a big thing. Oh, ukhti, oh, you know, like my sister. Don't want anything to happen to my sister. But again, there's naughty people everywhere, so yeah.
What's one Muslim like practice or tradition that you wish the whole world practiced?
Ooh, that's so cool. To me, I think it's prayer. So I really enjoy and love the 5 prayers that we have to do daily. And now, like, you know, we're here and we were in a retreat together doing some beautiful experiences, and I'm getting more into energy. And the more I study energy, I see why those things that we practice are actually related to energy. So praying 5 times is great because it's beautiful to like pause life and just go and focus and pray. And at those 5 times, the energy portals are open. They just energize me so much. And also a lot of times when we're, for example, where I used to work in TV, we'd take a praying break and all pray together. It was really nice. And it would get us closer. We all like different colors, different nationalities, but we're all like here to unite to pray, and we hug after. And it's just a really cool exercise.
I love that practice. Yeah, and I feel like no matter who or what you're praying to, or if you even like want to be praying to someone, I think just taking that time to just like feel gratitude and slow down and peace, and just to like zoom out of your life a bit, because I think you can just be go for days and weeks and months some people don't even take like any time, you know, just to breathe and just feel gratitude. So the fact that you do it 5 times a day, I feel like I'd be way more like zen if I did that.
Well, I do it, but I'm still crazy, so I need to be more zen. So
Okay, this is another question I have. How do you like party and have fun?
That's a big question. Well, get ready for some cool information, okay? Do you know that we actually like have bachelorette parties, but like girls only, and we go crazy, like some things that I can't even talk about on camera what we do. Maybe I tell you. Yeah, but like we go crazy and like we wear whatever we want because it's girls only and stuff like that. We also have like beach parties. We have ladies only beaches. We have that in Dubai, in Egypt, in Jordan, different places. So like I can even wear whatever I want to wear, you know, any kind of swimming suit I want. So we have these kind of parties, but like I get more comfortable dancing with girls only.
But I do too.
Yeah,
the other night we all went out after the retreat, and I mean it was like a mix, like the party obviously was mixed, but our little group of like 6 women was in the corner, and I feel like when you're surrounded by women, like sister, like it's like, oh, it's so, I love it. I feel like I can dance way more fun.
Crazy,
and, to go crazy.
Like even in the retreat, like I'm sometimes
so
like in the
good.
beginning of the song we're a bit shy from each other, but then we're like,
Yeah.
yeah, and we hold space for each other. You know
Yeah.
that we're all here to support each other. Like the intention is really pure.
Yeah. I think something a lot of people might think or believe is that maybe like you don't really get to marry for love, or there's like you're forced to marry certain men or whatever.
Wow.
So what's your experience with that?
I think I'm very passionate about marrying for love. Like,
Yeah.
come on, I don't even have friends that I don't really know. Like, to me, to
Yeah.
spend quality time with someone, even 1 hour, I wouldn't do it with someone I don't really know and vibe with. So my man, we have to be like vibing and having a beautiful like harmony together. So dating in general is not really like, is not like, they say is not allowed in like Islam and stuff. Some people still do it. But I personally think it's very important to get to know the person well before marriage. Some of my uncles watching this might not like it, but I still say it to them. Like, I tell them, I can't just marry any person. I need to know him inside and out. If we like the same things, or like going to the movies and stuff like that. So again, maybe there's someone, a lady, a girl in a village somewhere in like a country that I don't know that got forced, maybe. But the general situation, me and my friends and stuff, are partners that choose each other. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yay! I know you love that part.
Yeah.
Raya loves love.
I do love love. My last question is just because Haifa is actually a travel vlogger as well, so you guys have to go check out her channel. But I just wanted to know what it was like, as like what was your experience traveling as a Muslim woman wearing a hijab. Specifically, are there certain countries that you had like specific kinds of experiences? I would guess going to the U.S. is probably one of the worst places
Really?
to go. I'd imagine. I mean, it's what I know, but because of like the news and stuff, I think
What's been happening?
yeah, like the U.S. is being fed just so much trash.
Yeah,
and
like when you
lies.
watch the news and you watch Trump, you're like, Trump, come on, what are you trying to do? Like, build hate, you know?
Yeah.
Feed hate between us. And I've actually, you know what? I have a half American brother as well. So my father was married to an American lady before my mom, and I have a half American brother. And when him and his kid came to visit us in Jordan last summer, his kid was living in Holland. She would just cry all the time. She's like, this is not what we see in the news. People were showering her with gifts, hugs, food. Like, she gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Everyone would take care of her kids and tell her, go out, have fun. We'd feed your kids, take care of your kids. It was insane.
Wow.
She would cry all the time and send me, when she went back home, she'd send me videos of the news. She's like, see, that's what they say. But like walking down the streets, she'd find a lot of food, people having fun. So to me, one of the things that I'd love to say to people in that video, and thank you so much for like doing that bridge, because it's really important.
Yeah.
So Trump will come and build hate. You're coming here building love.
Yeah.
So high five to you, girl. Woo!
Yeah.
Is for anyone to go and visit any Middle Eastern country. You would really know when you're there with people, and you will be surprised.
Yeah.
Maybe there are some things that you might still find weird, or because when we travel, you know, we're living the way we're living, but people live in different ways.
Yeah,
But in
everywhere you
general-
go, people are living differently. than you.
Exactly.
Everywhere. Yeah.
I get asked this question a lot, and a lot of my viewers message me, and it makes me sad. They tell me that there's like afraid of traveling because they'll get judged. Because even a look of someone looking at you like this hurts a lot. It's not just the word, and we can sense it. So it makes me sad when they send me those messages. But I personally didn't get any negative treatment so far. I'm
Wow.
actually like faced with a lot of love. I think because I walk in with like a smile and you know, colors. So even if someone wanted to be racist, I'm like, you know, and then they're like,
Yeah.
okay.
Just smile through it.
Yeah, because behind every person has a heart, you know.
Yeah.
Every person enjoys color, and they want to see beauty and love and things, you know.
Yeah.
So you can still speak the human language. So actually, when I went to New York, I was standing in line and I was getting ready. It was after a Trump thing, and I was getting ready for anyone to be racist to me, you know, putting on my defense. But then I went, and everybody was so sweet to me, and I'm like, oh, okay. So even this news thing, it works on us as well. Makes us think that everybody hates us, and we're like, it's very hard when you're wearing, you know, the scarf to connect with you. To you, it's a connection with God, and it's a lifestyle, and it's something that makes you happier and better. But then you get judged by it. Like you can wear a hat, and it's the same thing.
Yeah.
Why are we like paying extra attention to that and judging
Yes.
people too much? Like we need to drop this judgment, you know.
And then what is just one last message that you want to say?
I think it's just come visit and open your heart, and don't always believe what you're told on the news and movies, and Hakuna Matata. Ahlan wa sahlan, which is welcome. Come
Love
visit
it.
us.
And guys, we are about to film a video on Haifa's channel as well about kind of the main things we took away. We just finished a retreat, a week-long retreat here in Ubud, and it was amazing. So go check that out to check out some of the things that we learned. And yeah, hopefully you're gonna be seeing a lot more of this girl because we're planning a lot of trips together. So.
Yeah!
But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
Bye!